So the first part of your experiment is kind of a preparation step. And that first part of your experiment introduces you to the concept of and examples of controls. There are 4 different controls that we're going to do. 2 controls are positive controls and 2 controls are negative controls. Now, what a positive control is something where you basically have an expectation of the outcome. Now, for us, our positive control is going to be to take this battery and take our light and connect them directly. We want affirmation that yes, indeed, when we connect this light to this battery, the light will turn on, because that indicates that our light and our battery are both functional. And lo and behold, for my system, that works. That's good. Okay. Now, the next part of it, so another positive control is to use a solution that we're familiar with. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the solution HCl, hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid is classified as a number of different things. 1, it's a strong acid. 2, as a strong acid, it's a strong electrolyte. So what we expect is the H and the Cl in solution to fully dissociate. So there are hydrogen ions and chloride ions. In that HCl solution, there are 0 HCls that are together. Instead, they have completely separated in solution. And so what we're going to do is we're going to thread our, basically from our battery to our solution, and then with this other wire from our solution to the other end of our battery. And if that light turns on, then we have basically affirmation that our system is working and that that solution is behaving as we expect it to. Now, the other 2 controls that we're going to do are negative controls. Those 2 negative controls, for our purposes, we're expecting that whenever we have them set up properly, that this light will not turn on. Now, our negative controls are to use deionized water, which we do not expect to conduct electricity, because in that deionized water, we expect there's basically just a bunch of H2O. There aren't any dissolved minerals or anything like that. So it's just a bunch of H2O. The other solution that we're going to use as a negative control is ethanol. Ethanol is a non-electrolyte. Ethanol has a chemical formula that, well, that molecule will not dissociate to individual parts. So we're going to do the exact same setup for ethanol and water as we do for HCl, but the outcome is different. We expect that ethanol, HCl, and H2O will all be a little bit different. Ethanol and H2O, we expect nothing to illuminate, whereas HCl, we expect it to illuminate. All right, well, that's going to be our setup, and that's going to give us confirmation that our light system is functional. In the event that you run into a problem in any of those, then speak with your IA and say, hey, I need a new battery. Or what sometimes happens is some of these lights are a little bit older, and if you just switch the electrodes that the 2 wires are going to, then it might work. Because some of them are lights that go in different color and some that are just clear. Okay, so that should help you with your positive and negative controls.